There we go. Hello, everyone. We are in the midst of invading the Sahagin lands to hopefully prevent the summoning of Leviathan. There you go. We're gonna go talk to Falkbreda again. Let's whisper go our way out of here. Oh, everybody went offline.
I'm not offline.
Eated Cookies. That's a good name. Alright. Falkbreda. Let me share screens. Alright. You ready?
Yep. It sounds like the diversion is a success. I heard the fireworks all the way over here. My thanks, friend. We've done all we can for our scouts. All that's left is to pray that they return safely.
Alright, let's see. What do I want? Let's get this bracelet, I guess. Scouts in distress. Falkbreda is growing ever more agitated by the minute.
Our scouts are long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or for worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture.
Okay. So we got set explosives. Now we gotta go find the scouts that we were supposed to set explosives to help. Joy. Man, all these people are so useless. It's up to Miro to solve everything. This person's whisper going with me. Alright, so the scouts should be somewhere up here. This area is kind of cool looking, this part of it anyway. The later parts gross me out though. I don't see any of the scouts around here. Okay. None hanging out there. Oh, he's probably in the entrance, right? Yeah, there he is. I see him. Help! Somebody! Of all times to forget the restorative. Urgh. Maelstrom Restorative. This fast-acting concoction temporarily imbues strength while suppressing pain, allowing wounded soldiers to make their way to safety. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we were, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue. I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to the camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Alright, guess we're gonna go into enemy territory and save them. Look at this glowing cave. This way leads to further in, but we're heading over to this one. This is the Serpent's Tongue over here. Yeah, I love the reflective surfaces of that cave. People are dodging around sea wasps. These guys still gonna aggro me? No, alright, we're good. We're finally reached the level where they don't aggro me every 8 seconds. Oh, no, never mind, they do. No. Spoke too soon. Soldier's corpse. Well, that's unfortunate. You sense a hostile presence. Defeated. Collecting the soldiers' corpses. For some reason it takes a very long time to interact with these. Now we gotta return to Falkbreda with the corpses of her scouts. She seems so very worried. I guess the nice thing to do is to actually, you know, help her. It's just a fair little walk down there. Alright, we're almost at Falkbreda. Are you ready, Pamet?
Yep.
Okay. Here we are.
You've returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others?
Soldier's corpse. The mutilated corpse of a Maelstrom soldier.
It's a flower. Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies are no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the two who remained unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do.
Alright. The Gift of Eternity. We get a elemental material level 4 for doing this. Falkbreda awaits the commencement of the operation with barely concealed rage.
Thrice damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hills. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. Is that something?
That's Valkyria.
Okay. Sorry to tell, I'm tired. The men are ready, but we but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin Priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levies spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At this self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. Likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Miro and Estrella, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Estrella and Miro. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Menvelia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Miro? Too long ago, I want. But come, let us away.
Alright. Not to worry, Wintrig, we only have 25 minutes of stream left. But we're actually getting some real fun stuff in, some interesting stuff, Leviathan stuff. We're going to battle rather than to chat. Let me stop sharing here. Okay. So yeah, we get to actually go into the Sapsa spawning point now. Sapsa spawning out. Like, oh, look at that, I forgot, those glow at night. It's kind of a cool sight. So yeah, this is like all shelly and corally, and looks like an area where fish people would hang out, I think. There's a storm sergeant there. And here's the first checkpoint. And these things right here, these white things with the black tips on them, gross me out. I don't know why. I just find them really gross looking. There's a lot of them. The Sahagin have been alerted to your presence. Good job, Thancred and Yugiri. You're supposed to clear this shit out. I also really like the music here. There you go. I'm gonna go through the second checkpoint now. Little the game knows, technically I've been here a whole bunch of times already. Let's punch that off of you. See you later. And we're done that. Oh no, there's more. What is this? There you go. Alright. Now we gotta go to the third and final checkpoint. Just run around behind that guy. Oh, they got drowned people helping out this time. Okay, what else you got? Is that it? That's it. We've done it. Wait, I run around these axolotls? Axolotl? Unfortunately, they are still going to attack me because they're really shit, so I gotta kill them too. There's a Stola there. She's huffing and puffing, blowing the house down. Okay, ready to share screens? Wintry, let me know when you can see this.
Mm-hmm.
We are aiding Ishtola.
Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the authorities close at hand. Let us press on.
Alright, this should be voiced.
Damn them.
It is.
They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much? So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency. To the Aetheryte!
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled Swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What? Ah! Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells!
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. But it could by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Well, that's unfortunate.
The gods of this realm are vengeful beings.
Though the mission ended in failure, I take solace in the knowledge that Minfilia is unharmed. Stola.
If we meet Leviathan on the open sea, we put ourselves at the Primal's mercy. We must think of a way to face him on equal terms. Had only we arrived but a moment earlier, but there is no time to brood over what might happen. Leviathan is returned, and we must needs find a way to deal with him. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it?
Into the heart of the world, Merweb is brooding over Leviathan's return.
Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Lemon herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limbsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Why don't they just talk there?
Excellent question. Alright, back to the command room. That was a pretty cool cutscene, though. Alright, Xanthael. You were expected in the command room. Pray, do not keep the Admiral waiting. Alright. Merweb.
See, it's literally all the same people.
There used to be a hamlet
It's voiced.
beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Halfstone it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, Warrior of Light.
Alright, let's talk to Yagiri to advance this out of this room.
Not voiced.
Nope.
Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the primal, I do begin to understand why the Guardians fear them so. What is it?
A message, Admiral! I judged it best that it be delivered at once.
I am listening.
According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan.
One of the company of heroes?
The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual.
I am disinclined to put any store by this claim. And even should it be true, it is as Dishtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we knew how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Miro, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness.
The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lanasia. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Alright, everyone. Next week, we are going to start off with this quest and hopefully defeat Leviathan in short order. However, actually that won't be next week. That'll be the week after. Next week, I will not be doing the Final Fantasy XIV stream as I have plans with some friends in real life on that day. However, tomorrow we will be doing Final Fantasy XI. Silly informs me that he will be back in time. Probably tonight, I think, is when he's home. So tomorrow we should be okay for FF11. Join me Monday for more Dragon Quest IV, should you be so inclined. I look forward to seeing all of you. Have a good one, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye, Piamet.